Now then, next month an auction is due to take place which will give a whole new meaning to the phrase pop art. Stars like Gary Barlow, Blur and David Bowie will all show off their artistic talent. And here to tell us more about it is Charmian Norman Taylor, the organiser of the auction. Welcome, Charmian.
Morning.
Morning to you. Now, what's this auction all about then? Tell us more.
Well, we've put together an amazing collection of artwork, as you say, by musicians. We gave them a theme of musical milestones and asked them to create a piece of work which paid tribute to their musical heroes. And we've got about 20 pieces, and those will all be auctioned in aid of the charity War Child, which works with war-traumatised children, on the 4th of February.
So it's all in a good cause then, and you've brought along an example, so tell us about this one here then.
This is by Holly Johnson. He chose the Beatles as his musical milestone. He grew up in Liverpool in the 1960s, so of course he was in an atmosphere of Beatlemania, and I believe that some of these pieces, like these little badges here, actually belonged to him when he was a kid, so he's put his own memorabilia in here. This is all gold leaf. It's really a very pretty piece.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
He did this himself, did he? Or did he commission someone to do it?
No, he did it.
Did it himself?
Oh,
Fantastic. So how much would this be worth then, do you think?
Oh, it's very difficult to say. I mean, it is, of course, a unique piece done for a very specific purpose. It's not like a regular bit of pop memorabilia or something, but it's going to be auctioned, and auctions are very unpredictable things.
Yeah, of course. Priceless to a Beatles fan, I thought, and in fact a Holly Johnson.
Or a Holly Johnson fan, sure, yeah.
Yeah, other than those two, who do you think will buy it? What sort of people?
Well, we hope, of course, music fans. We hope the music industry people will buy a lot, the record companies, that kind of thing.
Good museum piece, I'd have thought. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is a lovely piece. Yeah.
All right, and we've got a selection of some of the musical masterpieces with us today. And here to give us his expert opinion is Matthew Collins, who not only knows his music, but is the author of the brand new art book, From Bohemia to Britpop. So welcome, Matthew. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Matthew, I've got 3 pop stars' names cunningly hidden here. And what we want you to do is tell us about each of these artworks we've got and see if you can match the pop star who made it to the actual piece of art. So shall we start off with this one here, this little number? Perhaps you'd like to give us your artistic appraisal of that.
I think a lot of effort has gone into it. It's some beautiful flowers, possibly lilies, cast in bronze on a nice bit of stone. Maybe it's marble or something posh like that.
Okay.
And in with the flowers are a pair of beautiful lips.
And how much do you think it's worth?
Well, impossible to say, because unless...
How much would you pay for it, Matthew?
Well, it would depend if I really wanted it. I'm not sure that it would be completely the work of art that I would want, although, you know, I'm impressed by the...
Right, fair enough. Well, let me tell you, it's a tribute to Billie Holiday, a.k.a. of The Lady Sings the Blues, of Diana Ross, and it's done by a particular pop star, and these are the choices for you. It's Kate Bush, Gary Barlow, or David Bowie. Oh. So who do you think made that then, Matthew?
I think because it's sort of romantic and flowery and serious and funny at the same time, it could be Kate Bush.
Kate Bush, all right. OK, controversial. There we go. Let's put Kate Bush down there. We'll check out at the end to see whether you're right. Let's move on to the next piece now. Stay. It's over here. That's the next piece of art. Perhaps you'd like to tell us about that then.
That's one I sort of like it the best, actually, because funnily enough, hardly any work at all has gone into it. That it's just some stuff hanging on a coat hanger, but it's very nice, nutty stuff that looks like Elton John's clothing.
It is indeed a tribute to Elton John, sir. So there you go, very right there. And value? Probably not a lot, really, but...
There must be loads, because that's probably a very expensive jacket, and since those shoes have got
I know about fashion,
written on the heel.
Hey, all right then, so your choices left now are Barlow and Bowie. Gary Barlow, David Bowie, what's it going to be, Matthew?
Well, I think I might recognise that work that's off the camera at the moment as by David Bowie, so that makes me think that that's possibly by Gary Barlow.
That's a bit of cheating there, so OK, we'll put Gary Barlow up there for the moment. So you think this is by Bowie, but let's have a look at this, a closer look at it. It is, in fact, a tribute. I'm not sure what it's a tribute to, actually. I think it's just a general pop star. But do you know anything about this, Charmian?
It's called the Walker Brothers Triptych.
Right, OK, and perhaps you'd like to tell us about this, Matthew?
OK. Well, it looks like a work of art that is very much at home in the world of contemporary art, in that it's got a load of X-rays and photos and images floating around. You don't really know what they mean, but it looks sort of groovy and mysterious.
It's quite good, isn't it?
Artistic.
It's quite cool. They're made in these themselves. OK, so let's see whether you're right, Matthew. Here's the big moment. So you thought that this here, this little lily affair thing, was by Kate Bush. Let's reveal to see if you're right. It is Kate Bush! Well done. OK, so over here we've got the coat here, the tribute to Elton John. You thought it was Gary Barlow. Our survey says Gary Barlow, which means, of course, that you are right. It's David Bowie who did this little masterpiece down here. So we're looking forward to a good sale, Charming, are we?
Oh, yes, yes, indeed.
And it takes place on the 4th of February.
On the 4th of February, yes. Tickets are still available.
Tickets are still available if you're interested in going. So there you go. All right, then, thanks very much, guys, for that. And now for the final time, let's go over to Denise in the phone room.
Hello.